Hello everyone, welcome to LaTeX tutorials. In this video, I am going to illustrate multi-row texts in a column in a LaTeX document. Please note I will be using the simple table I have constructed in my previous video. To watch that video, you can click on the link shown in the top right corner right now, or I'll leave the link of the same in the video description below. To create a multi-row text in a table, you require two more packages. The first one is called as TabularX. The next one is called Multirow. Right. Coming to the table, what I will do is I am going to create another column here which will indicate the college or university name of these candidates which appear as row information in the table. To insert a new column, you go to the begin tabular command, go to this particular part, and here whether you want a column at the left or right, you can insert a command as R, C or L as what I have explained in my previous video. Here I am going to create a new column which will be right justified, and to have a vertical line after that I will give this command. Coming to the heading of each column, I am going to create a column separator which is the ampersand, and I will give the column heading as university. Coming to the content, what I will do is I am going to create two more rows so that I can illustrate the example a little better. Right, let me save and show how it appears. Okay, you can see we have 4 rows. We do not have a horizontal line at the end of the 4th row. So I'll go back here and add the /hline command. Okay, save it, run it. You'll see the line now appears. However, we do not have the vertical line appearing here because we do not have any text indicating the 4th column of the table. What I will now assume is let the candidates with serial number 1 and 2 be of one university and 3 and 4 be of another university. So the university column will be same for the first 2 rows and the same again for the next 2 rows. To add a multi-row text into the table, you have to go to the corresponding row where you want the multi-row to start. For example, it starts here in the serial number 1 row. So go to the corresponding row, go to the corresponding column which is the last column, put a column separator here, and here you give the command multi-row. You have to select any one of these two. You can now see the multi-row command comes with 3 compulsory arguments. The first argument is the number of rows. How many rows you want the corresponding text to span. For our illustration it is 2, so I'll give it as 2. The next compulsory argument represents the width, or if you do not know what is the width of the corresponding column, we can simply give a star there. So I'm going to give a star and LaTeX decide the corresponding width. Lastly, coming to the last compulsory argument, this is where the corresponding text of the corresponding multi-row will go. For this illustration, let us say I will use the text as Harvard University. Let me now just save it and show how it appears. Right. So what has happened here is we have the Harvard appearing in between the first and second rows, but we also have an H line which is in fact going on the text itself. To correct this error, I'll go to the line immediately after the first student details. I have an H line here. I'll remove that, save it and run it. You can now see we have the Harvard text appearing across the first 2 columns. But what is happening here is we have a vertical line appearing at the end of the column only for the first row and not for the second row. And to correct this error, what you should do is to go to the second row here, which is this particular row, and you have to put a column separator so that then LaTeX understands there is a multi-row expected at the end of this particular column. Now save it, run it. Right. You can now see we have a vertical line appearing for both the first as well as the second rows, and the Harvard text appears across the first and second rows correspondingly. In a very similar fashion, I will use the same multi-row command for the third and fourth rows. So I'll go to the third row, use the column separator first, then I will paste the command. Here I'll write the text as Cambridge. Then I'll go to the fourth row, I'll create the column separator there as well. I'll save it, I'll run it. Once again, I see the H line after the third row is overwriting the text. So go to the corresponding line and delete that corresponding line, and now save and run. So this has rectified the error. But what if I want horizontal lines appearing after each row, but only for the first 3 rows and not for the fourth row? We have an answer for that as well. To do that, you simply go to the line after the first row and use the command /cline. After that, you have a parenthesis, and within the parenthesis you have I-J. Here I stands for the corresponding column from which you want the line to appear, and J stands for the column where you want the line to end. Here I want the line to start from the first column and end in the third column, so I will be 1 and J will be 3. Save it, run it. Now you can see we have a horizontal line appearing from the first till third column, but it does not extend to fourth column. So the text in the fourth column is preserved and looks better. I'll copy paste the same command after the third row as well. Right. Now you can see the table looks a lot better. We have 4 columns with 2 multi-row texts. The first is Harvard, which spans the first 2 rows. The second is Cambridge, which spans the next 2 rows. Right. That is how you will add multi-row text in a table in a LaTeX document. If you like this video, kindly like and share this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos on LaTeX tutorials. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.